Now there's a cast. Hi folks, it's Evo here from Thundermist Lure Company. Great to see you and welcome to today's episode of Thundermist Fishing Tips. That's the first rod going in. Yes, I'm going to use a couple rods today because today, folks, we're going to be fishing for carp. And in Ontario, as long as you use a plant-based bait like corn, you could use multiple lines for carp. You can use actually 3, but I'm going to run 2 right now. I'll get the first one in. I'm running the pre-tied T-turn bait rig for carp. It's the number 5B. It comes pre-tied with fluorocarbon line, and I just snapped on a sinker and I loaded my hook up with corn. So that's the rig there. On my second rod, I'm going to get set up now. I'm going to use the catch-a-carp bait pocket, and I'll show you that. And the difference between the two is sometimes you get smaller fish picking away at your corn and you lose your bait. Well, with the bait pocket, it keeps everything all in place and intact and allows me to just hone in on the carp. So let me get this first rod down and I will get the catch-a-carp and let me load that up, and I'll show you how I get my second line in. And what I'm going to do also, loosen up on my drag while I'm getting my other rod ready, because if I happen to get a bite or the carp decides to bolt away and take my line, I won't lose my rod. So okay, let me get my second rod going. Okay, I've got my bait pocket stuffed with corn, and then quite simply pull the knot tight and cut off the tag end. Okay, that's my bait pocket right there, and here's my pre-tied T-turn bait rig, and quite simply I'm just going to poke it through, leaving a lot of hook gap, and that's it. Okay, let's get this line out there. I've got Antonio with me too, by the way, the boatless angler.
I'm rigging up.
He's rigging up. He's in his element. He loves this. All right, so my first fishing rod was 8.5 feet long. This one's only 7.5. So this one I will not be able to cast as far as the other one, but I can still launch it out there pretty good. Okay, that's actually a decent cast. That's pretty good. So yeah, so these bait pockets, sometimes what happens when the carp pick at your other bait with the corn, even the carp, they'll clean your hook. Besides other fish, the carp will pick away at it and you'll have just a clean hook. So with the bait pocket, they're gonna have a harder time, and it ups my odds a bit from catching the carp. So that's what I'm hoping for today. Now it is a cold front moved in. Here we are, it's the month of April, and the weather's been fantastic, but of course the last 2 days it's been bitter cold. In fact, it snowed this morning. So major cold front, but we're still hoping that the odd carp will decide to bite. So stay tuned, folks. We're going to get ourselves, we are set up here, and hopefully I'm going to loosen my drag here on this rod too. What I'm going to do is have myself a nice seat. Keep the reel out of the sand. Sand is the #1 enemy to these open-faced reels. I've got my boatless angler's favorite friend, and this is it. So now we sit, we be patient, and we wait. Antonio's rigging up. Hopefully we get into a fish or two. Stay tuned, folks. we're screaming, folks. Antonio's not even set up yet, and this rod just took off. Unbelievable. Antonio, you might want to reel in my other line, because this guy might, right? He's going crazy already. Oh my goodness, folks, that's unbelievable. Here I am wondering about this cold front. I'm wondering about this cold front and if these carp are going to be on. How about that, Antonio?
It's amazing.
Oh my goodness, what a nice surprise that was. I can't believe it. Okay. Again, lucky my drag was loose because it just went whammo. So that rod, I just threw that rod in. I just literally sat down. We just turned the camera off while Antonio was getting his line going. And this rod just went. That's pretty good. And this one, remember this one, I launched it out there. It was a way out there, so I got a lot of line out. So what he did when I As soon as I set the hook on him, he just took off. Now I mentioned this is the pre-tied bait rig number 8B or 5B. It comes with an octopus hook. If you like the circle hooks, the number 6B has a circle hook. And with the circle hook, you have to remember, do not set the hook, just start reeling. Okay, now this guy's gone all the way to the shoreline there, and he's peeling, still peeling drag. This might be a battle here, folks. Okay, now I also mentioned about multiple rods. That's relatively a relatively new rule here in Ontario that they introduced. And again, it has to be a plant-based bait. If you have two rods out and one has worms on it, that's not legal. You can have two rods out, but they have to be corn, or you could use boilies like dough balls and stuff like that, but just no worm, no minnows, nothing like that. Okay, so Antonio, thanks for bringing in that other rod.
Yep.
I know you haven't even got a line wet yet, but oh, there goes our carp mat. Oh, there's some, why don't you move that? I don't know where that came from. That's not ours, but let's clean that up. Oh, it's a nice carp, Antonio. See him there? Beauty. Oh, yeah. First carp of the year, folks. First carp of the year. Oh, you got waders on, too.
No, I have tall boots.
Oh, okay. Look at that carp. Oh, yeah.
That's a nice one.
Antonio, not bad for the first carp of the year, eh? Not bad at all. Oh, that's a dandy. That is a real nice carp. Let's take a look at him. Oh, that's a good one. What do you think? How heavy?
I'd say 25.
Okay, you got some line wrapped around you here.
It's got it everywhere.
There's line everywhere, eh? You think 25 pounds?
Maybe 20, 22.
There we go. That's easy 20 pounds. He's got to be pushing 25, folks. He's got to be pushing 25. That's a big carp. Wow, and what a beautiful run he gave me. I absolutely loved it. Oh my, okay, let's get him back in. Oh. He can barely make it back in there. Look at this. He'll make his way out there eventually. Antonio might need you to go in there with your boots. No, he's gone. Got to find that deeper water. Hey, look how big and thick he is. There he goes. On his way out. Okay. You need to get your line wet.
Yeah, you're getting them already.
Well, that was totally unexpected.
Nice.
All right, I'm going to re-rig and get my line out there too. Thanks for the photo op. Maybe you can just put it in my pocket. This one doesn't feel as big. It might even be a catfish on that corn. I don't know. No, I don't think it is. I think it's just a smaller carp. Antonio's bringing in my other line. I wasn't sure with the bite because the bite was really slow now, maybe because of this cold water. Although, you know what, he might not be as small as I'm thinking. All of a sudden he's got some weight to him. Oh boy. Okay, so cold water, cold bite, but the bite is on. Now it took about, I'm gonna say, a half an hour since that last bite. Well, the last bite was ridiculous. I must have just thrown it right in front of his face because he bit right away. But this carp fishing, folks, I'm telling you, it's a lot of fun. And when they want to pull and fight, they pull. Now right now, with this colder water, they're probably not fighting as strong as they normally would. But still, you get a good fight. And that 25 pounder, where else can you get fish like that? Well, it's definitely a carp. It's smaller though. Not as big as that first one. Okay. I like it, Antonio. You ready with the net?
I'm ready. I'm good to go.
You got my other line out?
I'm your guide today.
Oh. feeling a bit of drag. Oh yeah.
That's a smaller carp.
It's a smaller carp. Yeah, it's a smaller carp, but a nice carp. There he is. He's rolling around, but again, with that turn, I don't have to worry about any line twist at all. Taking a little bit of drag. Whoa! Looks like my line is wrapped on the top there a bit. Oh, there it goes. Stop. There we go.
He wanted it in the net.
He swam right into the net. Oh, that's hilarious. Now, look at this. We're talking about a smaller carp. But honestly, that's what. He's got to be... He's over 10. You want to get a weight on him?
Sure.
You know what? Let's get a weight on that fish. Just out of curiosity. He's nowhere near as big as that last one, but I'm telling you right now, he's got to be all of 10 pounds.
No, he's 12.
He's 12?
He's
Well, you know what?
12 or
Let's put him
13.
in the net.
Oh, there's some rocks on it.
Okay, let's get those rocks out of the net. I'm just more curious than anything, right? Okay. Now, if you don't mind holding my fishing rod, I don't want it. You got to keep that reel away from the sand. Thanks, Antonio. All right, let's change it over to pounds and kilos. Let's see what we got, folks. Okay. Oh. And that's kilos. That's 6 kilos. Let's change it over to pounds. I thought I changed it over. Come on. Doesn't want to switch over. There we go. Okay, that's better. All right, so that's reading 15 and 15. Take a pound off for the net. It's a 14 pounder. That last one, Antonio, was what? Twice the size of this one?
I think so.
Easy. But look how thick. I don't know if you could tell on camera there, but first of all, he's really wide. And look how thick this powerful tail is. They're just so, look how thick. That's what carp fishing's all about right here, folks. That's what carp fishing's all about right there. You gotta love that. That's a big carp. Where else can you catch 14, 15, 20, 25 pound fish? Okay? He swam away like a flounder, flat on his side, and now he's gone. Okay. Oh my goodness. So, I thought it looks like it's gonna be one of those days today, folks. Yes, it does. I am loving this. Again, it wasn't the first fish was that big aggressive hit, what I call a hit and run, where he just picked it up and took off. But these last bites have been just relatively slow. I'm gonna say slow, really slow biting. Now he's swimming right towards shore, and hopefully he's not gonna cross Antonio's lines. I think he's gonna cross your lines, Antonio, because he's just kind of going that direction. And there's not much I can do to stop him. He's definitely crossed your line. Let's see if I can. He's swimming right to shore. He's swimming right to shore. It's like a shark swimming there close to shore. Okay, are we tangled up?
No, I think we're good. Oh, maybe we are.
He's definitely crossed the line, no question about it. Another nice carp. Again, not as big as the first one. Can you do the honors? Nice. So what is it? What do you say? The fish are getting smaller?
It looks like it.
Hey?
Still a good fish.
Still a good fish, yeah. Here, I'll do it. Actually, he's close to 10. It's got to be 8, 9. Hey,
Looks it.
let's take a look at him. I'll let you can release him. He's full of energy. Hey,
Now he decides to fight.
yeah, he's nowhere near done. That's for sure.
I don't think he's quite 10.
No? Okay.
No. Close to it though.
8?
8 or 9,
8
yeah.
or 9? Yeah. Nice fish nonetheless, eh? This is unbelievable, folks. Carp fishing. Oh, he's got, look at her go. You're talking big, powerful fish. So much fun. You know what? More and more people, like I say, are fishing for carp every single day, and why not? We're talking about these smaller carp being 8-9 pounds. I mean, really? I mean, that's a nice fish. You know what? We're getting spoiled. If you haven't yet, get out there, folks. Give carp fishing a try at least once. You just might be hooked yourself. I want to thank you for joining Antonio and I on today's episode of Thundermist Fishing Tips. And as always, folks, until next time, good luck and good fishing. Time to rebait.